all 10th class students. In this video, we are continuing our studies of Unit 2nd Electronic Spreadsheet Advanced. In the session 1, we are going to study the topic Scenarios. Using what-if scenarios. Scenarios are a tool to test what-if questions. For example, this is one already created scenario in which we are selecting one particular scenario, assume N1 scenario, in which if the scenario is N1, mobile brand is Nokia, its basic price is 20,000, additional tax 5,000, deduction is 20,000. 2,000. After that, based upon this scenario details, this final cost is calculated as per the formula. If I change the scenario from N1 to S2, the mobile brand changes as well as other details also changes, and on all these details the formula has been applied and we get final cost. So right now we have already 4 scenarios: N1, S2, M1, and then comes V1 scenario. There are 4 scenarios which exist. So scenarios are about what if. If N1 scenario I am choosing, that means I am deciding if mobile brand is Nokia, what will be the price, additional tax and deduction, and what will be the final cost. So I am considering one scene. Then I am considering next scene, S2. If mobile brand is MI, what will be the things? So this is about scenario creation. Scenarios are a tool to test what if questions. We are using tools menu and in it scenarios item to make scenarios. For what purpose? To enter variable contents scenarios in the same cell. You would have noticed all the scenarios were appearing in the same cell. I am changing the scenario, and as per the scenario the details in the cells are changing because we have created 4 different scenarios. Now each scenario is named. N1, S2, each scenario was named and can be edited and formatted separately and chosen from a drop-down list in the navigator and the title bar of the scenario. That means we can edit existing scenarios as well as we can navigate also. When you print this spreadsheet, only the contents of the currently active scenario are printed. Although in this spreadsheet, in the OpenOffice Calc, in this sheet there are total 4 scenarios, but if I am selecting the scenario S2, if I give the print command, the existing scenario will get printed. Next thing, by adding a scenario, you can quickly change the arguments of a formula and view the new results. You would have noticed as per the scenario, the values are getting changed of the scenario and the final formula is giving a different result. For example, if you wanted to calculate different interest rate on an investment, you could add a scenario for each interest rate and quickly view the results. If you had another formula that calculated your yearly income and included the result of the interest rate formula as an argument, it would also be updated. If all your sources of income used scenarios, you could efficiently build a complex model of your possible income. Actually, as scenario in real life also, we are considering all options available and then we choose the best one. So, how to create these scenarios in OpenOffice Calc, that we are going to explore. Technically, let's learn how to create scenarios. I am going to create a new spreadsheet. And in this new spreadsheet, we are going to create a scenario first. So I am going to use merchant cell, just giving the name scenarios, exploding scenarios actually. So brand name, and then its basic price, additional taxes, tax, and then comes some deductions and final cost. This is very basic thing we are creating, nothing. We are just giving the values in cells. And assume the first brand name is Nokia. Its basic price is 20,000. Additional tax is 1,000. Deduction is 500. Then in the final cost, is based upon this basic price plus additional tax minus deduction. Now I want to create a scenario, so I will first of all select the cells for which values are going to change as per each scenario. So Nokia brand name will change, basic price is going to change, additional tax is going to change, and deductions also going to change. After that, in the tools menu, you are going to scenarios dot option. After that, you are clicking. A window get opened in which you are giving the scenario name. So I am giving the scenario name as N1, and there are certain things you can make sure, certain settings actually. First of all, I am going to change the display border color. For this particular scenario, I am taking the color as magenta. And copy back option right now we are disabling, because later on also, unchecking, because later on also I can edit these things. So right now I am unchecking it and clicking OK. So it will create our first scenario. Now to create a second scenario, edit the cell respectively. This is Samsung. Assume the basic price is 30,000, additional tax 1,000 or 1500, deduction is 1,000, and as per the values, the formula of the final cost will get changed also. Now again I am going to select all the values, Samsung 30,000, 1,500 and 1,000, and again in the tools, clicking the scenarios. Right now I am going to create the scenario with the name S1 and copy back, unchecking again and giving the color turquoise and OK. So two scenarios we have created so far, and just see N1 this first scenario and S1 is the second scenario. For both the scenarios the things are same, the properties are same, settings are same actually, and I'm just going to get one more scenario, third one, MI. Assume the rates are 25,000, additional tax 2,000, deduction let it be same, and the final cost is calculated as per the formula. Again, to create the scenario, select all the cells in which the values are going to change. Tools, scenarios, and one more scenario it is, so MI1 your M1. Now copy back, again disable, unchecked, and finally the color, I can give any other color also. Let it be blue color. Fine. So once you have created scenarios, this is a very basic thing. This is Nokia scenario N1, Samsung S1, for MI M1. 3 scenarios created. If right now I make changes in any of the values, instead of 20,000 I make it as a 18,000 and press the enter key, or I go to another cell, you can notice the formula as per the values, the final cost is getting changed. That means editing in a scenario is possible, but you would have noticed basic price has changed from 20,000 to 18,000. If I navigate or if I go to another scenario, assume S1, and I come back again in N1, this is again 20,000. That means whatever change I have made has not been copied back. So if I want to make sure, if I make change in this N1 scenario and I go to another scenario, still when I come back, the changes should remain. The changes should remain as I made last change. For that, right now I am going to use Navigator, and after that in Navigator I will go for scenarios. Through this we are able to see existing scenarios. The particular one which I want to edit, I am selecting, right clicking and going to properties, and after that I will go with the option of copy back and OK. Now I am going to do the same thing again. Instead of basic price 20,000, I will make it as 18,000, and I will navigate to another scenario S1 and come back to N1 again. So you can notice now the changes are copied back. So because of this copy back option which you have checked, but you can notice for S1 I make the changes from 30,000 I make it 32,000, and I navigate to any other scenario like M1, and I come back again in S1, it will be still 30,000, because if we check the properties of this S1 and the properties, the copy back option is unchecked. So you can see the significance, you can understand the significance of this checkbox. If I will check it, that means if I make the changes in the scenario and navigate to any other scenario, the changes are permanent. But if in this current situation, whatever the changes I make and go to any other scenario, if I come back, the previous one will remain. No changes actually. The scenario remains intact as at the time it has been. It will contain the same data as at the time when the scenario has been created. That is about copy back. Now let's create one more scenario, M1. After that I'm going to edit certain things. Instead of M1 I'm going with the option of Vivo, and let it be 17,000 in the basic, 1500 in the additional text, let the deduction be 800, and after that you would have noticed final cost is changed, and I'm going to select all the things again, and in the tools scenarios, and this time I'm going to create a scenario with the name V1. After that I will change the display border color for this scenario, assume orange color, and copy entire sheet also, and after that OK. So we are coming to the new sheet with the name V1, because scenario name was V1, that's why new sheet has been created where the entire data has been copied, and this is the actual place where I have created the scenario. So N1 scenario earlier, S1, then M1, and last one, M1, and last one we have created is V1, and the V1's data 17,000, 1500, 800, this data is reflected in the new sheet, because if you notice again in the navigator, if I select scenarios, okay, it is not showing the scenario. Why? Because right now I am in the sheet V1, so there is no scenario actually. So come in the sheet 1, and in the navigator, if I go with the scenarios and in the V1 with the properties, because of this copy entire sheet, although it is not showing right now, but definitely at the time of creating I have checked this checkbox, because of that it has created the whole content has been copied to the new sheet with the name given same as the name of the scenario. You can notice the name of the scenario is V1, as well as this sheet name is V1, where all the data has been copied. And there are more features also. For each scenario you would have noticed the certain properties like prevent changes. It does not let you make changes in the scenario. So let's see what your book is saying about all these things. Creating scenarios. To create the scenario, first of all select the cell that contains the values that will change between scenario. And you would have noticed in our scenario what values were getting changed. Only the brand name, price, additional tax and deduction was getting changed, and final cost was calculated based upon formula. Now after selecting all these cells, you can select by pressing the Ctrl key, and after that you will go in the tools and scenarios. This dialog box will appear where you will specify the name of the scenario. You will select the display border. You can give the comment also to make sure later on you can connect with the scenario you have created as per the comment. More details you can give regarding the comment. And finally you will click on the OK button. Optionally select or deselect the options in the setting, which settings are later on discussed in more detail. First one is display border, and you would have noticed the different display borders for each of the scenarios. For N1 pink, for S1 it was like that color, and in this manner the different scenario border colors we have selected. Highlights the scenario in your table with the border. The color for the border is specified in the field to the right of this option. The border has a title bar displaying the name of the last scenario. The button on the right of the scenario border offers you an overview of all the scenarios in this area if several have been defined. You can choose any one of the scenarios from the list without restrictions. And next is copy back option. Copies the value of cells that will change into the active scenario. If you do not select this option, the scenario is not changed when you change cell values. if this checkbox is unchecked, even if you will make changes in the scenario, the changes are not permanent. If you will navigate in other scenario and come back, it will be without changes. The behavior of the copyback setting depends on the cell protection, sheet protection, and the prevent changes setting. It is saying that copyback will behave as per these three things. In our case, there was no cell protection, no sheet protection, and the prevent changes were already checked. Copy entire sheet copies the entire sheet into an additional scenario sheet. For a particular scenario, if you want to create a separate sheet, you will use this option. And finally, in the prevent changes, it is saying you can only change the scenario properties if the prevent change option is not selected and if the sheet is not protected. But you would have noticed that even if for the particular scenario, actually in all our scenarios, the prevent changes is selected, and still let's try to make a change in this scenario. Assume this is the color, I want to make a change in this color. For the M1 scenario, I am changing the color to magenta and OK. So will it get changed? That is most important. Yes, that means we can make changes in the scenario. And definitely we are editing the cell values. We can change the display border color also. So you can change only the scenarios. You can only change the scenarios properties if the prevent changes option is not selected and if the sheet is not protected. This is the first point. Next is you can only edit cell values if the prevent changes option is selected, if the copyback option is not selected, and if the cells are not protected. You can only edit. It actually wants to say if the copyback option is not selected and you are making changes, you can only edit the cell. You are actually not saving them. You can only change scenario cell values and write them back into the scenarios. That means permanently saved. If the prevent changes option is not selected, if the copyback option is selected, and if the cell are not protected. But in our case, you would have noticed that when I was making changes in any of the scenarios, in all the scenarios, prevent changes in all the scenarios properties, prevent changes are checked, and as per the copyback checked or unchecked status, the data is copied back actually in the cells. So that is all about scenarios. You will remember the feature of copyback checkbox, most important, that if it is checked and you make a change in the scenario, edit the cell values, then these changes are permanent. They will be reflected even if you navigate to any other scenario. Then comes the next topic, working with scenarios using the navigator. We have already done that if we have created the scenario and later on we want to edit the properties of the scenario, in that case we will use a navigator for the scenarios using F5 or directly from a different, double click a scenario name. Okay, here it is actually saying only you can go for the navigator, and here you can double click it, and so that this becomes active. But if you want to make changes here, you will have to definitely right click it and go in the properties. You can also delete the existing scenarios from here. After that, let's switch to delete. I have shown you how to right click and go for the delete. To edit a scenario means changing its property, whether its name or certain other things, you can go for the right click with the properties, and in the properties you can change other things as well. And final thing is to learn which values in the scenarios affect other values, what is dependent upon what. To go for this, first of all you will go for the tools, and then you will go for the detectives, and then trace dependents. And actually it is telling that these things overall, actually final cost is dependent upon additional basic price is basic price, and these two factors are determining the final cost. So dependency factor as per this is coming with this additional tax, from additional tax to deduction. And let's try again, basic price and then tools and detective and then trace dependents. And you can notice again from basic to final cost. This is tracing what dependencies. How you are tracing dependencies? Using the feature tools and then detective and then trace dependents. Arrow points to the cells that are directly dependent on the current cell. Let's undo. If this is a deduction, and for on that deduction cell, means in the value 10,000, if I change, what will get changed? You know very well, final cost will change. So right now, because the active cell is E11, then tools, then detective, and trace dependence. From E11, the dependent arrow is coming up to final cost. Final cost will get changed if I change the deduction. Likewise, if I will try to trace for additional tax, again the arrow will appear in the same manner, from additional tax to final cost. Because if we make changes in any three of them, ultimately what is getting changed? Final cost is getting changed. So final cost is dependent upon any of them, each of them. So that's all about scenario, but still recall, in the basic things, scenarios are about considering all the options. And technically, how you are going to create scenarios? First of all, and you are going to select all the cells in which as per the scenario that things will get changed. After that, in the tools menu, you will go for the scenarios option. A dialog box will appear as shown here. You will give the name of the scenario. For each scenario, you can customize certain settings like display border, the particular border you want to border color you want to select. And if you want to make sure, if you make changes in the scenario, the data get changed, then you will choose the copy back option. But these settings, recommended one is that you should make these editing later on after creating all the scenarios. And if you want to prevent the changes, you will make this checkboxes selected and you will click OK button. This first scenario is created. Likewise, you will make changes in the values again in the same cells for which you are making a new scenario. Select all the cells again tools, then scenario, give the name of the scenario, select the border color, let copy back be unchecked at this time also, click OK button. Once you have created all the scenarios using a navigator, using this navigator option available, or F5, pressing F5, you can change the scenario settings. Certain settings are very important: display border, copy back, and prevent changes. That's all for navigator part. Thank you, all of you.